You know, something kind of interesting just happened. Occasionally in between recording sessions, I like to occasionally check my very occasional comments that I get on the channel. And somebody is actually purportedly demanding that I play Mario Party DS. And if that's something you guys would like to see on the channel in the future, go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know as we conclude our time here in the Gigabyte grounds by entering, by God, one of the more interesting levels of the section. I mean, obviously, at this point, you guys are well aware of what the formula for this game is. You go through 4 or 5 levels, then you get all the cubes, and you have a weird remix playing, and you have all of these interesting mechanics to deal with here inside of the EX level, then you fight the boss. Maybe get a little bit of plot progression. It's hard to tell. But this one actually is admittedly kind of cool. As well as the plot progression, because we're going to start getting it in spades. But I'm more or less just excited to get out of here. I mean, I don't know what it is about it. In real life, I think the desert is fascinating. Just this dry tundra of sand and dirt and heat. How it can be so goddamn hot during the day, but then be freezing at night. It's really cool. But it's just, in a video game aesthetic, it's not very interesting to me. I don't like it that much. Although some of the music at night in those levels are actually quite nice. So, whoop. Okay. So I'm trying to be cute here and teleporting through all of these things. It's obviously not doing a very good job. That was horrible. Oh man, my teleportation did not help me in this case here. Because I'm a dummy and I fucked up. I'm sorry. Alright. But I would like to hold on to this ESP because, if I'm not mistaken, this is what I was thinking of, I think in the last part. We're gonna have to deal with a lot of the concepts that we've seen throughout the course of the desert. So, yeah. This level just feels kind of long for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because it is exponentially longer, but from here on out, the game actually gets surprisingly much more solid. I mean, this is probably, in my opinion, one of the only blights on this. Otherwise, pretty good game. Although there's something else I would like to talk about as we near the end. So that'll be fun business, right? It's just, and I guess, I don't know, maybe the first area, the patched plains were pretty plain. I don't know, but that aren't they always in Kirby games? I guess that's not really an excuse, but hell, I'll take it, I guess. Now, they just kind of give us our secret room here right off the bat, which is bizarre, I think, and this is not what I was thinking of. We have a boss fight against Mr. Bonkers 2.0. He's got himself a nice titanium steel ass hammer here, and he's gonna be having a temper tantrum. Get out of here. You don't get to do whirlwind slash over here, buddy. God damn it. Alright, you know what's gonna happen actually? This is a move I don't do too often in this game, but you actually do have essentially a... Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do it here, am I? We'll just do that. That's actually much more cool. If you press defend right as an enemy attacks you, you can actually do a counter attack. But it's kind of bizarre because they usually run away from you before you're done using it, so I'll make sure to demonstrate that a little bit during the boss fight here at the end of the world. But for now, we get to have fun with the hammer, which I think if we don't suck, we'll be able to take it with us. So that makes matters even better, which means I won't be able to show you the psychic move, so whoops, joke's on you. Anyway. Out of the desert, please, and back to the smog-infested corridors of this random-ass futuristic building. I don't even know what to tell you. Anyways, welcome to today. Continuation, the sequel to the other videos that we've done so far. My name is Ellison Cruz, and I think I might actually record a bit of the next world. Usually I've done one world per sitting, which is roughly about 45 minutes to an hour. But it's not even Resolution Road. It's similar to that. It's actually really cool. Kind of annoying in some parts, but I enjoy it a lot. Almost so much to the point where I think we should do it. But for the most part, this is different. Whoa, what are you guys doing? Mr. Okay, you weren't gonna hit anybody with that. Okay, I don't even remember what I was talking about. The music in this area is actually kind of nice. Doesn't quite fit with the aesthetic that we've created here, but that's alright. Yeah, you go over me. Alright, so again, we need to destroy the environment with something regarding things. So, wow, okay. You're in the foreground, apparently. Let's keep on going up here. Where did we get our robo suit? Should be coming up here soon, right? Whoa! Alright, you got a bit of a slow start there, buddy. Kind of an inconsistent acceleration there. Okay, so here's our robo suit, which is going to be pretty nice for us because we get to kind of do what we did in the last part, and that is follow a couple of things down by destroying everything in our path. So make sure you grab a stone, because to destroy those environmental things, you need to actually use these piston things. I don't even know what to call them, but yeah, it's fun. And then I think we just get on this side. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory and not very difficult. Can't even go that way though. Apparently somebody needed to explain that to me. Excellent, and then, oh here, shoot. So this one we actually need to get while it's in midair. So, there we go. Barely made the timing for that. And now, interestingly enough, they give us two chests right next to each other. One of them has our first companion cube, whereas the second one actually has a sticker. And it's kind of like weird that they would just give us a sticker in the thing there, so I don't know, that might just be me. Anyways, this next part, very important to have something that can sever chains, i.e. sword or cutter. And I think I'm actually going to get cutter, because that'll be probably less stressful for me. Because this one's actually kind of annoying to miss. So we hit those, get a 1-up, it's like, okay, dude, you're gonna have to do this in the future. But I do think there's going to be a cutter coming up right before we have to flip into the background. So I say, we're a little bit careful. Collect an extra sticker in the process, I guess. And here he is. Excellent. Now, I would recommend going against the flow of wind here, because if you're not, then you will miss this. And you will thusly miss this door. So, be a little bit careful with how you approach these things. Not a fan of having to replay levels. And this is actually really self-explanatory as well. So we need to head over here and hit that switch over in the foreground, which means we need to hit one of these. Boy, I wonder which one it's going to have to be. Wow, that did not work as planned whatsoever. Any day now, Mr. Piston. Physics? Physics, how did it work? Not like that. But there we go. The path has been opened for the cube, and we're good to go. Just remember, that cube is pretty crucial because... Whoa, okay, that was a really fast spawn. Because playing up to this point, like how that's almost been 5 minutes just to get back up to this point. And granted, I was being pretty slow, but yeah. The good thing about this game is that if you already collect a cube, it stays collected, but it also stays in the game, so you can recollect it again, just so that you'll know where it is every other time. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and choose ourselves the loveliest spirit of them all, and that would be the ethnicity of the ice powers, just because I'm not a bitch. Also, I like using ice a bit. And, oh, you're gonna give me a nice little treat there, thank you. So if you didn't have your robo suit, this fight would be much more annoying because, well, you wouldn't have the ability to choose your ability, and also, this guy's just gonna be a jerk. Mr. Blocky 2.0. I don't see how you've improved in any capacity, but ooh, that was a bad idea. Don't do that. Don't you dare do that. I think the question here is, though, do we need stone? We don't, because this is the end of the level, so... Wow! Wow! You killed yourself! You gave yourself a head concussion against my cranium. Well, what is that? Okay. So, we're done here. Give me all of my glory and goods, please. I'd appreciate it. Nice. Alright. And we're very close to getting another one up here. I have 19, and that was only in this one world, so... Excellent. So that wasn't too bad. That was pretty on par for what I expected there. Ooh, yes! Excellent. That is exactly what I wanted. This tea is already getting cold. That is not good. I found that that's actually been helping quite a bit with my sinuses, so my voice doesn't suck as much as it did in the water world. Anyways, ooh, Nice. I want to see that boss. As well as, oh yes, the comic book stickers. Okay, these ones are actually really cool looking, especially DDD. By God, they're pretty impressive. Speaking of the king himself, the medal. Thank you. Oh wow. And also, nice. It's Ricky. Ricky Iglesias or whatever. I don't know. I think that's Enrique. Okay, so that does it for Gigabyte Grounds. Now we've got a boss to contend with, and I guess it's pretty easy to tell what the boss is here. But on that note, it still doesn't make it any less cool. And it's got a pretty cringeworthy, like, pun associated with it, so. Alright, Waddle Dee, you got another soda for me? Thank you. I will take Lunas, please. There we go. That'll definitely give you more health than anything else it'll give you. Alright, so we're gonna stick with the hammer, obviously. And, let's be, ladies and gentlemen, for the fight of a century. Oof. And with the hammer, no less. Wow. What is that? What? Ladies and gentlemen. Sweet Jesus, we have ourselves Mecha Knight, which is kind of exactly what you would expect. He plays almost identically to how he does in other fights where you go against him in other games. So he does send out some, you know, missiles every now and then, but for the most part, he is pretty straightforward, although you do want to be careful because he has a couple of really quick moves and he's not doing any of them. Now, it's not the greatest idea to have the hammer for this particular fight just because he's so quick. But during the second phase, he kind of becomes a bit more of a maverick, and he, wow, will swipe you away pretty quick. So, I would just recommend doling out high amounts of damage here. Plus, don't forget you have your extra item at the bottom. There we go, not too bad. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I find this to be a really, really simple fight, despite his namesake and other things. He is not doing any cool moves. What? I've been hyping up this boss and he went down like kind of a bitch. Wow. Well, so much for that, I guess. He didn't even have a third phase. What? Wow. All right. So with 4 of the 5 legs destroyed, I'd like to welcome you to the second road of our adventure, and that comes in the rhythm variety. You guys can already tell why I love this place. Join me next time and we will indulge in some fairly Sonic ambitions, right? I mean, I probably won't think of any musical or rhythmic puns to, you know, bolster our confidence, but it'll happen next time. Unlikely. I think I'm gonna take a break, actually. My voice is sucking now. Fantastic. I can't even talk for 45 minutes now. Great. See you guys next time.